What is going on, everybody? Voidlego here, back with a brand new episode of Disco Elysium. Last time on, we got a whole bunch of answers, and yet many more questions. We managed to assert our authority over Titus, and he finally caved in and told us the woman who was assaulted by the colonel they hanged in the backyard. We went ahead and talked to her, which turned out to be the blonde woman who we first talked to at the very beginning of the game. Heck, the first person we ever even met, whose name is Kuis. But she just told us straight up that they were lying for her, that she wasn't assaulted by the colonel, but she was very much knew him, and they party hard months and months on end, and there was some feelings, at least on Kuis's side, of her kind of loving the colonel, and how he was a tough man on the inside, but she managed to see past that, which is quite interesting. And heck, she was even the one to call in the body behind the in the backyard. Well, nobody else did it, since they all knew it was the union workers that did it. And the reason why the landline has actually been cut because of the Whirling Wags is because of her, because she was trying to cover up her voice in order to make sure the union doesn't know it was her. So he went back to Titus, confronted him about it, and obviously he got very mad at her for, giving that away. But he gave us a tape that, quote unquote, proves that he was planning to assault somebody. And so we took a listen to it, and, barring the fact that it could have been somebody else's voice, it did sound like the mercenary, and that he did, state some things as a soldier of apocalypse. He would assault people and that type of nature. We went to confront Clarice about it, but she just said it was just his nature to do that. Perhaps she put it as a running gag, his sort of type of humor, which could be possible, since he was a soldier. He would have very dark humor. Well, soldier, mercenary, kind of same thing. Whatever. After that, we went ahead and actually took a look at the body. We even got it to come down with the help of Measurehead, which actually did a pretty good job of, putting it down. So good job, Measurehead, you giant racist. So we did a whole autopsy on it, since detectives are pretty much inclined to do everything, like including autopsies in this world. We did all that, but there was still something off about it. There was, one thing that, we wanted to pry into, but unfortunately there was no refrigerator big enough to make sure it was nicely sterile, or doesn't rot away well in the backyard. But unfortunately, we couldn't find a freezer, so we went ahead and told Kim to take off with it and give it to the couriers. But when that happened, I decided to check up with our smoker friend. We talked to him for a little bit, and he actually told us that his Sunday friend is in his apartment. So we went in, and we talked to the Sunday friend. So far, the Sunday friend, he had an actual name in a profession, but I can't quite remember this moment. But the Sunday friend, right now, is the most mysterious and kind of terrifying character we've met so far. In the way he was pure bureaucracy incarnate. Every time we asked a question for him, he kind of dodged it. He didn't say an answer, like really say an answer, like a politician way of, answering a question, right? All he told us is that he heard or saw perhaps 7 to 8 people in the courtyard, and all the lights in the courtyard like turning off, and he went back inside. He never actually did see the hanging himself, but all he took of note was that it was quiet, like very quiet after it was done, which is something to keep in mind. But I'm trying to think, what the hell is his angle in all this? Sure, he may be, he's part of the moralist ideology, and he's part of the coalition in order to fix up Melicon. I can't remember the exact wording right now. in order to fix up the apartments. But I feel like there's definitely something more to him, but we don't exactly know what it is at this moment. But I'm trying to think of, like, why would he lie to us in any capacity? I don't know. That guy was just super weird. Like, everything was off about him. And after that, we went to sleep, and now we're here at day 3, Wednesday, and hopefully Titus and the rest of the Hardy Boys haven't been executed by the remaining 2 mercenaries. So, yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? Alright, boys. Let's get to work. Just gotta go ahead, get Kim, and we can set off for the day, talk to Khalees once more, and just get the show on the road, really. Also, the fishing village should be opened up by now, since the canal should be fixed, hopefully. So, tons to do. Tons to do. There he is. Kim. See if we can do anything.
Yes.
Okay, so nothing. Alright. Cool. So we... Ooh. Now, who are these people?
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses. Now, who are you, Special Agent?
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Last couple of days have been rough.
Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Okay, so a guy we're familiar with, or at least in the past.
Oh, come on, Jean. It
The woman
looks like
makes
it's
him
been a rough
size.
week on him.
Sean.
It's not just this week.
He scans you
What
from
you
head to
want?
toe.
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
Ooh. Spelled your corpse. There's something strange about this guy. Figure it out. 72, go for it.
There's
Damn
something
it.
that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe.
God
uniform.
damn it. Why do I fail on the highest goddamn checks? A nurse's uniform?
Yes, nurses. Why not?
He's not a male nurse. I'm not going to ask that.
Of course, you don't have to. You can talk about anything you want.
Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not
shakes his
getting
head.
involved in this.
Oh boy.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Cool shades. Cool shades. You were in disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
He looks at you inquisitively.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy?
Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop.
He
You know what
inspects
you
you.
look like?
Like a sack of shit. Like a man down his luck. Trying real hard here, man.
Oh, well, go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard.
Seems taken aback for a moment.
He didn't answer your question.
God damn it, I'm gonna have to level up a spell at their corpse. Okay then, see you around.
Watch out for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, your voice. I recognize it.
Oh, really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
Maybe.
Okay then. It's probably a coincidence. People sound alike. Goodbye.
Okay. Talk to the woman there.
In an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
Oh wait, isn't she the woman that came in after the whole situation and like kind of calmed everyone down and tried to give us a chance?
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Hold on. You're a patrol officer of the RCM.
Yes, I am.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything alright? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know.
She's still avoiding gaze.
Why would I want to talk to you?
It's cool to see another cop. Thought Kim and I were the only ones.
No, you're not. You're not the only cop in the world.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
So what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
She just sighs.
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Sunglass-wearing man pushes through his teeth.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Are you with him? Points at the man with sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him.
Seems startled by her own
Why do you
tone.
ask?
He's an asshole. Nothing. Just wondering.
The sooner you figure this hanging out, the sooner everyone can go home.
Okay, goodbye. Figure what out? The hell's going on here? Alright, well, hey, is that the smoking guy? The hell are you doing here?
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
There he is again, the smoker on the balcony, right here in the rolling wags. Hello, adjust your tie.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere.
He smiles.
What about you, officer?
I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on.
Well, here's to you.
He raises his glass before taking a sip of his drink from grazing his mouth. Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Takes another drag of his cigarette before knitting his brows. Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome,
Shrugs nonchalantly.
strong. Like one of those military types.
Either it's Measurehead or... Well, no, he would describe... No, Measurehead has a bunch of tattoos. You would definitely notice if a guy like Muscular Head. So it's probably a scab leader. Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Definitely a scab leader. Besides Muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think.
Turns his eyes upward in
He had an
recollection.
accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
Accent, okay.
He sounded vaguely Oranese.
Quizzes his eyes.
No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Okay, thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything
His
else on
eyes
your mind?
patrol your face. I met your Sunday friend.
You did?
Small smile adorns his face.
And how did you like him?
I didn't like him as much as I like you. No. You were right. He was magical. Magically bureaucratic. You know what? That's honestly my...
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme.
He smiles and his smile
He
seems
can
so
always
laconic.
return
Return where?
to his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still,
He breathes in and keeps
his
his
coming and
lungs filled
going
for a
brings some
moment
life to the
before running out.
village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
He stares at a bar. What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend? He says.
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
He smiles. I wonder if those two have like a relationship, like a friendship. You could quote unquote friendship, or it could be they could be lovers, for example. Perhaps. I mean, he's a high official and stuff in the government. So, why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view.
He waves gently with a cigarette
sea,
holding
I mean.
hand. I want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme? Bye-bye, gendarme.
This guy's fucking cool. Just saying that. That guy's fucking cool. Alright. So, well, I gotta level up Espos, the corpse, in order to talk to these fellas. Because, of course, 72 wasn't high enough, so let's go ahead and talk to Cois. Alright. What does go again? Wait. Orb up here. Let's see here. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there. Alright, let's go. We got lots of things to do here. Quite a bit to do. But I want to finish up what we have here in the Whirling Wags. First things first. Amen. Alright.
Hello, officer.
Leg squash, she wings back.
What brings you up here again?
Ooh, look her in the eye. Alright. We have concluded our autopsy and would like to ask questions about Welly.
Let's see. I wrote down the nickname Lelystad.
Lieutenant has taken out his notebook, moves his finger across the page.
We have questions that might
There's an
help
answer
solve
too.
some gaps in our field autopsy. I'm sure my colleague has a few of his own while I take notes.
Nice.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where does Welly stand? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
Municipality. Yeah, can never say that word.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat. Oranje? Oranje's map of waterways? This fits with his tattoo.
Could be.
You were almost right, officer. That
Lieutenant
means
shakes
his
his head
race
like
was
he missed a
occidental,
shot.
not mondial. I'll update the form.
Look at Louise. You were both from Ornay?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not a patriot.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind.
So, mercenary's apt description.
He was by no means a stupid man.
She takes a long drag of her cigarette and washes it down with
A
coffee.
people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm.
She hums.
There is nothing on Moindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though.
She looks around the red in her hair.
I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no,
The memory makes her smile.
we even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
42, man. That fits.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Lieutenant taps on his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Better not to mention it. No, I did not know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
His eye color.
Blue. Light blue. They were like
She stops, her eyes half closed, and
little blue
continues.
galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing.
She takes a drag.
I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe.
She seems to enjoy the word.
It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes.
Lieutenant
His hair,
remembers.
if you can remember.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Kim, I said to put the branding on the form. Do I get a point?
No.
He answers right away. But I put it... Okay.
She tries to light another cigarette. It's windy, but she gets it done.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh,
Smiles.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
quite a lot, yes.
It was an Ornese map of the waterways?
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off the chicks. How so?
How?
She leans back.
Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Don't interrupt.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like,
She points at the air
What
over
was
her sharp
this, baby?
finger, picking on an imaginary tattoo star.
and he says,
She
that
lowers her
was
voice
too
comically.
hardcore. Don't ask me about that.
So
So
she
she
goes.
goes, okay, but what's this, baby? And he's like, saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths. And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
Makes Colonel sound like a fucking pirate. I mean, sailormen used to actually like tattoo maps on their skin and shit in order to keep things. So he does sound like a mercenary pirate type of way. You're the woman in this?
Oh yeah.
She nods. Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No thank you.
She does not take it.
I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
She looks over her shoulder to see, then back at you, smiling faintly. We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet.
She grins.
Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
Pretty sure that's, everything. Question Luis. Yeah. I think we're finished with this line of questioning. Hey, Lieutenant. The lieutenant puts the sweat back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Let's talk more about this so-called assault. See if there's anything.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Okay, nothing else.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Room again.
Yeah?
You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there,
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
she says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachon, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
It was quite impressive. How'd you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir.
She takes a drag.
It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
Kind of like a dragon having a giant hoard of drugs, aka gold.
The anti-star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
The collection includes Narca, an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Fair enough.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
She takes a drag and smiles. You seem to have, among other things, Preppertide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours.
She thinks.
Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
That's all as far as that goes, then.
Very funky.
She takes a drag, looking you straight in the eye. Where's that door lead to? Point to the door on the roof.
I have no idea, officer.
She walks at it calmly. Alright.
All right.
Volition. Not gonna try it. Let's return to this waiterness.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. Drinking coffee, most likely.
Okay.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
That's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going.
That's
45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder?
it's a good question, actually. How old am I?
You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
Tina isn't quite sure he heard you. How old do I look?
How old? 58?
Oh my god, that's really old. Really?
You asked.
Shrugs. Maybe you're wrong. You were wrong about the deceased too. Am I 58? I mean, shit, alcohol has really gone to me. Maybe you're wrong. You were wrong about the deceased too. He was way younger.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
The ravages of Al Ghul. I feel like I've been decomposing for longer than that.
On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise lately.
You're right. Probably 62. Let's leave it at that.
I didn't say 62. I said 58.
Squint's looking at you for a second.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Ha. Thought gained. How fucking old am I? That's a great question. That is actually a great question. How old am I? Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100, both longer than they ought to be. The day and the century, But for how long, then, has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's quest? Time to start whacking those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? Damn, takes 7 hours. Okay, so we got all of that. Made the call. All of that. So, door... Ah, yes. Talk to Titus about that. We have to go to the fishing village for Everart and that. Run the number. Oh, yeah. We got to call Alice once more. Yes. Close it Wednesday morning. Morale, that's also in the fishing village. Pissing competition. Yeah, whatever. Track down your badge. Put the close, Kuno. Oh yeah, we need to talk about Kuno about that. But thankfully, we have the other things right here now. So let's do that. Because I want to get enough XP so I can talk to those two interesting RCM officers who are probably from our precinct here to check up on us, probably. See if we're doing well, perhaps. Not the greatest type of friendly faces, unfortunately, but it's something. Alright, Titus. Let's talk to your ass.
It's you again.
No, just you
What is
gruffly. Yeah. Always gotta walk from your seat. Found someone who saw the... Oh, so I talked to Khalees about the tape.
And
And nothing. She stands by what she said.
that fucking fucker.
He stares at his beer for 2
You're
seconds
the
and then
worst
turns to you.
cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
Uh-huh.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything. And it didn't change her mind.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
He shakes his head in disbelief.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man.
Yeah.
This is definitely personal.
He definitely has something for Khalees, Titus.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared.
Yes. In fact, I
Lieutenant looks
think
at
she
you, then
thought
him.
it was a little funny.
Funny.
Titus mumbles, his
Oh,
lips barely
good
moving.
Goddamn psycho whore.
Yeah.
Seems like they wanted to give Klausea a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Yep.
Right.
Ooh, sir.
Fucking right. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Ooh, boy. Titus, come on.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than earlier.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if to grind it smooth.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her.
Yeah, they're all queer.
Good exposure
Can't
information.
bump hard fist or anything.
It's all right, Glenn.
He rubs his temple.
I just thought, gee, I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He smiles sympathetically.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
Yeah.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
I think you had a Y planned, but she didn't play along.
I asked for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
This tape was the last chance for her to do what was planned.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Fantastic. So now you remember how to do your job.
He despondently
I'm
glances
so
his
sick
beer.
of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, guys, we should get a party going tonight.
Why?
He looks at the old man in the corner.
Maybe not then.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Alright. Mix and match. Don't say everything out loud. That's what Tor told me, so... Don't want to say 4. Maybe I'll say 3. You know what? I feel like we're good. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you.
He puts his giant
Fucking
fist in his hands and sighs.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore.
So everything's breaking down, huh, Titus?
Who could? It's getting harder and harder to perform one's part in this sordid play. All it takes is a nudge.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember?
Quizzes
I
notebook.
know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what?
He gets closer.
I am tired.
Oh, boy.
I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said,
Fuck off!
He throws his beer can down.
that lying scamming. We're done.
Oh,
This
boy.
is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
There's silence in the room. Alan starts saying something, and thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us.
He looks around.
Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Oh, boy, Titus.
Why don't we make it 40, huh?
Man shouts
Why
me
don't
in
we
the
make it
corner.
100 beers? You're not loud enough.
Oh, God. Garte.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Oh, shit. Convinced Titus he is being manipulated. Godly. 16. I found someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness?
Tall man crosses
You
his
ain't
arms
got
chest.
shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well,
Titus scratches the back of
let's
his
hear
head.
it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Who he is irrelevant.
It's like you said, Al.
Turns to the
Copper's
man
coming
on the
up with
left.
this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate.
He turns to
Tell us,
you.
Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band.
Oh.
The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Thank you, Shanky.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets.
He says provokingly.
What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs. What's with the funeral silence?
We were drinking.
He looks around.
Weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm convinced, Glenn.
He nods sarcastically.
Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Yeah, just regular old Wednesday hanging.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
The witness said he saw 2 people of Allopagic descent and one mask.
Arab guy?
He starts laughing.
Boss, I think he's trying to save me and Theo.
Well, yeah.
Titus
What
nods.
is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it all looked like a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
You say sticking a
Sounds
sip in his
like
can.
some made-up horse shit.
Yes, of
It
course.
means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem?
The little guy dresses everyone
Sorry
wrong.
we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Yeah, but coming from you guys, I mean, I'm surprised you weren't, and how much you hated this colonel. Why wouldn't you be yelling and screaming and about hanging him?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right?
He doesn't wait
I
for an
thought
answer.
there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Actually, nothing.
Great witness.
He must be really parched because he takes a giant gulp of beer.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
72. God, I just failed a 72 check, but... Rhetoric, please, give this to me. Give this to me. Convince Titus he is being manipulated. Whew. Come on, game. I gotta do it. Go.
Convince
Yes!
Titus, he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
That's it then. Case closed. Look around. We're going home, Kim.
Huh?
Tony I raises his brow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it.
He takes out his
Kill
notebook.
you because they don't like you. All because...
Because, how about because of some chick? Because you're a foreigner.
Goddamn right. Don't come around if you're not from around.
Fuck you. I'm not from around. That's not why we...
Ooh.
There we go.
It just
Don't
sounded...
come to the wild north if you are not white enough. They club you from behind, string you up, and go back to drinking. It's cool, guys. You drag them out back, light their corpses on fire, and piss on them. You don't care.
We didn't light him on fire.
You hear Fat Man wheeze. He's trying to get up.
No one pissed on him either.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Look at Kim first.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod. What? What does that mean? Go for it. The lieutenant has his eyes set on the fat guy. Push Angus. We're almost there.
Turn to Angus. Or what? You going to kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
He takes a breath, wheezing.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty!
The little guy hits Angus on the back of the head. Loud slap.
Dennis,
Titus
stand
roars.
down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your
Points to the
hand
man.
off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
He was fucking dead beforehand. Alright, if he was dead beforehand, why the hell make you guys the out? The room fire's quiet. So quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked.
He grabs his chest.
I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus?
Rizzy snaps
now
at
it's
him.
all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus.
She turns to
I
him.
told you just give her up.
Oh.
Lizzie,
He turns to
your
the
help
fixer.
is no longer needed here. Go tell Ebrard.
Fine. I'll tell him.
After
a long walk along the coast.
she walks off without looking back.
What just happened between these two?
Yeah.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue masks. Bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light. Shine it in his mouth. He tells his assistant. The coroner squats to better see the light illumines the darkness inside. Well, shit. Can't blame them for missing that. Get the saw, Alan. This just got fun.
Ooh. Why?
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls?
Girls plural. There's another girl.
Yeah.
2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
The girl, okay.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She
Points to the
seemed really
stairs.
out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How'd you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky.
Points at him.
You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus.
He turns back to you. What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking
He scratches his chin.
dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
So that's why the window was replaced.
He means they'd been fucking.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs? The A40?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Kuis didn't kill him. Why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
That can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people. Who are they?
They're powerful.
He looks out the
connected
window.
to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
Ooh.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
Gotcha.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I
He
guess we
shrugs.
abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who killed the merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Clausia. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
The Sunday friend was across the courtyard. Nah, the trajectory of the bullet would make sense.
I like that.
One
Been
guy
thinking
nods.
the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past, too.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
Pauses to think.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calmed down, threw all that turmoil away, and became himself again.
Yeah.
These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still.
Yeah.
This guy's not as dumb as he looks.
He isn't. He actually isn't. You know, it makes sense. You know, either from Cruise's past or the mercenary, maybe one of the tribunal, maybe from his own unit. Smart. Whisper, Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right.
He blinks.
It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker. The missing eighth party.
Fella,
Biggest
you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
Uh-huh.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
Maybe not the eighth party, but the drug trafficker would explain the eighth footprint. She was there to console them on how to hang the body.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
Understood. Can you tell me anything about her? Name, current location?
Nope. You're not
says.
getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to.
Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that.
Grabs his beer and
Hey,
serves it in his
cop.
hand. Thinks of something.
Before you go, she,
He looks up.
Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection, but
still wants to protect her.
Still, after all this headache.
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away?
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. Wow. Titus, you're much more... You're not just a muscle-bound idiot, Titus. You actually do care for the people. And yes, the Union does get into crime syndicate, but... You know, like all things in the world, it isn't as black and white as we like it to be. Genuinely does care. Just take a look at the window once more.
This window?
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go talk to Coise then. About this.
It's always good to see you.
She cracks a weary smile, leaning back against the railing.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
She puts her coffee mug on the table.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You don't look surprised. You're expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth,
She winces.
I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good.
Yeah.
Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. Is it? Something is off here. Shush. I can't hear what she's saying.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me.
She looks at her feet.
Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
No. Cool. I'm satisfied with this. Well, it was medium, but I'm not... That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
More.
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again.
Looking back to her past.
A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, grey and pale violet in the morning light.
What lies beyond it?
The pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old, old world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
She lights a cigarette. What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Interesting. A wince and a pained little smile. Well, let's level up this sports the corpse. And accept changes.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol. Or even in Oranje.
So, fuck somebody over?
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage.
Ah.
I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again.
So, business, huh?
With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers. 2 decades worth of accounting.
Maybe that's why a such high official and moral intern is here. The Sunday friend.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
He taps on his notebook.
The job was Louisduin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Louis Scop conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Louis Scop and their friends in the MI.
She breathes out halfway.
Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Damn.
Laws cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite.
She shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt.
She concludes.
But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
What happened here the night he died?
We were there.
She points to the window. Silhouette of it is visible.
In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay.
She takes a deep breath.
He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass.
Wow. Daring. Shit.
I turned back to him.
She breathes out a moment's silence.
His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There.
She points through the window.
He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
It's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette, miss.
Oh.
She walks in, quickly tosses the butt aside. I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
Midnight, okay.
It's okay.
Makes
Were you
them know.
inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah.
She tilts her head.
I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Huh.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No,
What did you do then?
nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. Fell on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar.
She looks down.
A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time.
She pauses.
I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
The other woman.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The reader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
She says if self-evident. But Hardy was the reader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Okay, gotcha.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Would you say she is the
It looks
eighth
like you.
Hardy boy?
Why not?
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
Okay.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood.
Damn.
You know what he does.
She looks at the ground and raises her white brown eyes to meet yours. Then, what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times.
Okay, so it explains, you know, he still had all the armor on, and the girl from the fishing village does have his gloves. Okay.
It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
This makes sense why it was quiet. What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. that we should lay low or something. So I did.
This ruby. Where's this ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Titus, okay.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Alright.
Interesting. Why did this ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot?
She thinks.
I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
Did you kill Lily?
What?
She gathers the last
Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this.
There's a silence.
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy.
But so complex, though.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Somewhere, lying around. Close to her hand. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out. When they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Yeah, they're... I mean, yeah. Okay, I'd like you to answer some other questions, Mouse.
Like what?
She waits, her white brown eyes wandering over the floor, over your face. Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone.
She looks at her cigarette.
So they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something to consider.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
What did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth.
Yeah?
Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
So you would have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Fucking Kuna.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud.
She shakes her
So
head.
I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
When was the window changed? Point to it.
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
She takes a drag.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
Not now.
Still, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Think we're done here, for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
Tennant glances you, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or maybe you should take her to the station for safekeeping. She lied to you, and she's a flight risk. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality.
She has been through enough, and she has said that if she's in the systems, they could get her.
Multiface, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up, with force, if you want to continue pushing her.
Let's tune to this waiter. Okay, well, I say we check out or try to reconstruct the scene of the crime, which, let me go ahead and put on my special glasses for that type of effect, huh? Where is it? One logic. Here we go. Put these suckers on. Let's see here. Game would load. Thank you. Alright. Let's take a look.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
What happened here?
A vague sense
Come
of
on.
disappointment fills you. The glass shimmers as if taunting you with its secrets. You get the feeling this room would tell you something crucial if you only knew how to listen.
Tell me, again, Kim, what are we looking for here? Ballistics?
I'm not exactly sure either, to be honest. My imagination has a way of failing me. It's a weakness.
He emits a third pause, looking in the direction of the stairs. God damn it. 80 free. 80 fucking free. This is bullshit, man. Fine, whatever. Put on my fucking logic glasses. Alright, so we gotta talk to Titus once more, so... But we go and do that. Actually, let's go talk to the two others downstairs first before we head off to anything else before I, forget. God damn, I had an 80 free! 80 fucking free. God damn it. Damn you, dice! Damn you to hell! Ugh. Okay.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Okay, here we go. There's something strange about this guy, figure it out. 80 free.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Another life.
From where? From another wife?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
He pauses.
To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
19. 41st.
Okay.
Man
That's
sounds generally
plausible.
excited.
That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
He gives you long, meaningful look and adds.
Somewhere good.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
The hypothetical 41. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. So, what would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Like, pardon. Kim's cooler than you. Kim's cooler than you.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered, but Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
Okay.
The lieutenant is silent.
Seem like a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style?
The man bites
Never
his lip
mind.
and waves his hand.
Partner.
No, you wouldn't cramp my style at all.
Okay. How about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you were doing then?
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
Okay. Previous partner of mine. I've probably done some shit in the past, but that was a entirely different person. I'm a new Harry.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but
The man pauses.
police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, looking at bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who is the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius.
He winks at
I
you
mean, with
sarcastically.
your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
Huh.
It's an urban myth about an officer
Dances
who is so
quietly.
far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Ah, okay.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by the sunglassed man.
And this guy seems kind of an asshole.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Okay. But still, it doesn't exactly help me as to who the fuck you actually are. Can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His gray eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Now will you answer some questions for me?
No.
He says calmly. Then just keeps staring at you. Why not?
'Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say. Just talk about something else then.
Or we could go
Yeah,
back to
see,
doing
he's
our jobs.
maker.
This was stupid.
What the hell are you doing here? What, are you part of the fucking internal thing? No.
No.
Don't you have to?
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. But I'm gonna
Doesn't
go
look
with
amusing.
no right now.
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things?
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things.
He doves away
I
her tone.
want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Hmm. Okay. The person who was shot and hanged, he may have been shot by the person. Okay. This person who was shot and then made to look like he was hanged, he might have been shot by the people. Might have been shot by the people. Yeah, just go. Okay, I'm doing this investigation. It turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Hey, why am I telling you? What's RCM? Basically, yes.
Okay, well...
He corrects his blonde wig. Kim, his hair. He corrects his hair. Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
Gives you an odd look.
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom even? Strange.
Huh. Okay.
Oh my god, there's more.
Looks at you in disbelief.
You want something more? What is it?
Let's talk about the hanged man again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Okay, this person who was shot and then made to look like he was hanged, he might have been shot by the people who hanged him.
I get it, okay. But what is the motive?
To cover something up.
That would be my first guess, yes.
It's quite possible. Hey, why am I telling you these things?
I don't know. Why are you?
Gives you an odd look.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Okay, let's keep going.
Why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Okay, he may have been shot by the person who made it look like he was hanged.
A cover-up. What the author of the cover-up is the perp? Makes sense.
Yeah, hey, why am I telling you these things?
I don't know. Why are you?
Gives you an odd look.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Okay, see you around.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know, super weird.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Probably not. Okay.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Shakes his head. She looks like he's really having trouble believing the shit. Look, I just have to ask, are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay?
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
What the fuck? Who are you?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Yeah, probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere.
God fucking shit.
Pinches the roof of his nose.
None of this is great news for him. Okay, I was clearly wrong.
Okay. Who the fuck is this guy? Who are you?
What is it?
Look, something is really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone.
Man,
keep your
some
weird
sense
bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
She looks at you apologetically.
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Okay, goodbye. Let's go talk to Titus then. But why the hell are they here? I guess checking up on me?
Again. What is it?
It has to be just checking up on me. So they reported my badge was missing, but... Okay, I talked to Kuis. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
He leans back and guards you with curiosity. Because she's your real leader.
You're cuckoo, cop.
His smile hides a flashing.
I'm the man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off.
A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable waves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
Come on.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory.
Carves, this is
I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right,
Okay.
boot size 44, sitting on
Same
his
thing.
across, and then standard. The emblem on his vest in the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 40, size
Okay.
in the mid. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
Ruby's missing, obviously.
Exactly. But none of this is news to you. You've stood
Yeah.
there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Time to move on.
Okay, take off now. Look out the window then. Yeah, how about we look out the damn window again?
The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Perception, sight, heroic 15. Look out the 58 even. Been here for ages. Wing beats. Look out the window. Nice.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key.
I have to say, how the fuck did I get a 58%? Yeah, I couldn't get an 82%. Oh, whatever. Who cares? My luck is... whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Bronze key.
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find.
Ah.
It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone said a key in the bush. Point at the window.
Huh?
Big guy walks behind him. Titus, can you hand the key to me, please?
I'm not your janitor, cop.
Glances at the
I
window.
don't even know what you're talking about. There's nothing there.
If he says it's there, it's
Yeah.
there.
Jenna takes his glasses off to clean them, puts them back on. Can you let me swipe by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that.
Tattooed man yawns.
I'm
Sounds more comfortable
comfortable here.
bench.
Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Come on.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Thank you, Theo. Take the key.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you. Not the old man.
Don't thank me.
The old man takes
I
out
don't
his
give
bag
two
of chews
shits
background.
about your key.
There is a silence around this man's words. Unlike Titus, they're afraid of him. That's the type of respect he commands.
Does anyone know why this key was hanging right outside the union box window?
Didn't even know it was there.
Man looks at the key in your hand.
Boys.
Around the room.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
Look at the key in your hand. I wonder what door is this? Does it open?
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door.
Looks at the key in
It
your hand.
says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
Maybe.
It's worth a try.
Yeah. We got 2 doors in the Whirling Wags, so let's go check it out, shall we? God, we are really not leaving this one building. I mean, hey, there's a ton of shit.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Try the workshop spare key in the door.
The key fits the dimple lock.
Wow.
It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks.
Holy
Dust
shit.
rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. No. Smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
Well, why don't we head on in? Son of a bitch. Ho. Pinball machines. Pinball says Frono could gain the famous horses and swords. The pin is white decora. The bar glass shows a female figure in the morning. A note, NB, spare keys tied to the bush outside the corner room window. Okay. Hey, $5. Take that. We got ourselves some pinball machines. Let's see this one over here. It's hidden by the camera.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball.
Ooh.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Kim, are you saying what I'm saying? Point to the machine.
The pinball machine. Gold
Ten
is
grams
gold.
per mission.
A classic.
Wait, you played it?
A little.
Feels like a lot.
Hmm.
Too much to play it again.
Take a closer look. Pull out the machine. Let's pull this some bitch out, huh? Play some good old-fashioned pinball. Woo-wee! Man, I haven't played pinball in a while.
Great.
The lieutenant size.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin-operated.
Huh. Why don't you look at
Get
that?
the game on, finger boy. Those flippers are ready.
Lean closer to read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Windy. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Inspect the playing field. The theme of the game is
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
Pinball isn't for me. I'll do this later. Not now. We got shit to do. Plus, I gotta still pay, our boy over there. Oh.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run your finger across the dust of the white decor machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white decor?
Some kind of
Folks around thinking.
inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
I have to say, I love the world building in this. It really does feel like an entire world to itself. It's so, like, natural, too, of, like, world building. And because we've lost our memory, we have no idea about any of these, you know, simple things like pinball machines, fictional characters. It just feels so natural. It really does feel like an entire world. I can see this actually existing. You know, it really just commend, you know, the writing is fantastic.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
Do I hear sarcasm, Kim?
He doesn't.
What about that other one? The Phanagorian ball. Want to play that?
No.
Let's move on then.
This small
An
elevator
elevator.
is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Okay. Before I do anything else, let me pay Garte my rent real quick. Before I forget, because I need to do that real fast. Just pure, like, just do it.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Yep, 20 real for the night.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Yep. Alright, now let's fucking get to it, Kim. Let's investigate this shit. We got ourselves a fucking elevator. Oh boy, we are
This
getting
small
deep.
elevator is dimly lit
Look
by
in.
smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
Says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I
10th
say,
page.
let's brave it.
88. The elevator was maintained a long time ago.
At the end of the last century.
He nods.
Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. Pretty good odds.
It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
Look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
Fucking old. I wonder what this elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Taps on the glittering white bulb. It's gone golden in the dark. Close the doors and go up. Let's fucking go, baby. Let us go somewhere where we've haven't gone before yet. Ooh, shit. Alright. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine. Futurism themed. Ooh. Ooh, pinball maker's coat. Ooh, we got ourselves a nice, nifty looking thing here, huh? Let's take a look. This dusty old coat used to belong to someone called M. Nifox. The name is stitched into the silk lining. It smells of moths and ancient engine grease, but fits you perfectly. A strange, lonely emotion fills you when you tighten the belt around your waist. Ooh. Do I have more empathy? Or more about the corpse? I just want a better shirt, honestly. Would be nice, but let's put it on, see? Ooh, now look at us. Look at this shit. Nice. Alright. Now let's check out this pinball machine. Pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
He taps his foot.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Huh.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works.
Yeah.
I've seen one of the Harties bang away at it.
Finish foot. Footsteps. Dirty ones.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot.
Tenant takes out his
These,
notebook.
like everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here for the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
He looks at you.
This is good. He likes it. There's a little smile there, in the dark of the workshop.
Oh.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
Okay, what does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route leading to the roof. The roof from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant. These prints, officer, could be the prints of our killer. And if not, at least they're a good argument for this rule of doing it. To present to Titus.
Let's have a closer look then. Crouch, study the footprints.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines.
This print doesn't look like the odd-soled print we found at the hanging camp.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Possible. Replace shoes.
I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet. This isn't an argument against her. People change shoes, you know? But it's not an argument for her either.
I don't know. For some reason, every time they say Ruby, I think of Jack Ruby, the guy who assassinated Lee Harvey Oswald. I don't know. Just something to bring up. This doesn't look like the workers' boots from the hanging, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Get up, Harry.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Let's move on. Let's see what else we have here. Aha. Here's a tiny hole in the wall. See a bedroom on the other side.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
Thinking can see into Kalis's bedroom from here.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however,
points to the marks nearby.
Definitely suspicious.
Finish font. And
this is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
So, what's on the other side?
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Class about this route. See how she reacts.
Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series, In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly, and reads science fiction.
References to fictional stories? I love it. Feels so realistic. Alright, let's unbar the door then. So it connects up to the fucking roof, eh? Okay, interesting. Interesting, okay. Someone was here. And the key was outside the damn window. Whoa, Khalees.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
Nothing. Alright, well, I feel like we have enough evidence to present Titus to make sure he... Actually, can I... No, wait, I have to level up before I can do visual calculus once more, unfortunately. Which sucks. Joyce, Monsieur, Kuno. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the only way to do those white checks again is God, I can't say the words, but like to level up that specific skill. So I'm gonna have to remember to do visual calculus next, even though I fucking everything in my power. I have to get it to like 100% by this point. Fucking yeah. Like I gotta make doubly sure in order to fucking get it. But oh well. Alright, time to head on down with my... Hey, I like my fucking outfit I have on. I have the old detective look. L.A. Noir. Killing sons of bitches here and there. Okay.
It's you again. What is it?
Come on, Titus. $83. Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it. Actually, let me make sure I have 100% logic here. I'm gonna maximize this, motherfucker. I'm gonna maximize this. I actually kind of like this. Of like, you have to change out your outfit in order to like gain like a better advantage. I actually like that quite a lot. It's very cool. If the game would load, please. Okay, let me make sure I have like 100% logic. Anything else that proves logic? Electrochemistry. This is... You know what? I gotta put this on. Better watching. Dude, that looks so cool though. Oh, that looks awesome. I love that. Love that. I love it. Alright, I don't think I have anything else that proves my logic. Nope. Alright, Titus, now I can talk to you.
It's you again. What is it?
Sorry, Titus, I had to put on this ornate hat for reasons unknown. 92. Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night?
The lieutenant ignores the tattooed
11:30
man.
to 12:15. She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She points to the karaoke stage. She didn't go out for fresh air, for one smoke.
No.
In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you, all the time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry.
Yeah.
We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop.
Points to your intersection. Okay. Alright, Titus. Okay. You may say all of them.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him.
Taps on his
I've
temple.
been through this. It's not plausible.
Well?
He's been through it. That means he's suspected her too.
True.
Alright, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
How?
He looks sincerely curious. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade.
The old man coughs.
Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Weird? How? You're wearing the pinball maker's coat.
I love it, takes note, I'm wearing a coat. No time to waste on this.
On this mere cameo, I get it. Moving on.
Okay, but
The man looks around.
how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
Well, I can show you.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
Very possible.
That's quite the theory.
He turns to
We need
Eugene.
to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You
Turns to
got
you.
something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints.
Takes a sip of his drink.
Recent.
Recent. A week or... Recent. A week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that, Cop. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Guess what? Remember that key I found here? Point at the window.
I don't like guessing, Cop. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key
He looks at the
was
hawthorn
right
bush
here
outside the window.
with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo.
He turns to the old
You
man.
took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
Now, the ribbon was old, faded. It'd been there for 20 years at least.
Ribbon. 7 minutes. She could have made a copy.
And then put it back. Why?
He points at the key.
It's damn interesting you found it there, but it doesn't fit with Ruby, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
You do agree that the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast, but like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
Have we noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind.
He nods.
You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
That's right.
That's one mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
There are pinball machines in the workshop. Well, maybe I won't say that. Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly?
Shakes his head.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route
He forms a gun with his hand.
not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Are you sure?
Phase 2.
Yep.
Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
Okay.
Just don't contradict yourself.
Okay.
If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
Okay, just don't.
But what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours. But
well, I don't want to push. Ooh. I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it?
Titus swaps his 5.
Every fucking 5 seconds.
you were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
Fine, Titus. I'm not getting into it if it touches on your precious business.
Okay, cop. She's got connections.
He shakes his head.
I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
I didn't say I'd prove. Yeah. I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon. Just that we need to find her.
All right, cop.
He nods.
Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
T, we're not seriously considering it, are we?
He almost gets up from his seat.
This. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
Okay. Motive.
The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you.
Okay.
Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
Okay. Okay, don't want to challenge leadership. He doesn't like that. It's not why did she kill him. It's why did she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging.
Mm-hmm.
You went along, but she suggested it.
She had,
The
like,
romance grins
a fully
being-
formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Yeah, as if she was planning it ahead.
Really, Shanks? Clausia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Okay. Eugene, let's assume you killed him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on a trial with your friends as part of a winch mob, or Roan for committing murder.
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that.
The blind man
Why aren't
waves
more
his
of
spear
you
around.
defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn,
Titus
I
would scream.
thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Ah, now you're thinking, Titus. You're a smart man.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
He puts his beard
There's
down.
one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want.
Okay.
I don't know.
He smiles a
I
peculiar
don't
smile.
know where she went.
Ah.
She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you.
He looks you straight in
Maybe
the
she'd be
eye.
right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her,
Yeah.
and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Ask her if you
He
found
looks
it.
out of the windows again.
It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Okay. So that makes sense. You know? Ooh, that was so good. We got the why done it, the how done it, and the who done it. We got all of that. Oh, so good, so fucking good. Oh, I love this game. Oh, I love putting my mind to work. I love playing You Made That Go in Disco Elysium. I love how it fucks with my brain. I love it. I love these games, you guys can tell. All right, level up visual calculus so we can check out the window later. When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived.
Ah.
I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me. Me as in the RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Hmm. No wonder she... Everything. Don't forget the funny tie, too.
How can I forget?
He nods at your tie.
You and I are going to dance in the moonlight under a billion stars.
Shut up, necktie.
You know, when I first saw you limp in here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But
He measures you up.
now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes.
He
And
scowls.
that you won't stop.
Won't stop.
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock. That you're a human can opener. That you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like cans.
Really?
Fucking hell.
The tattooed man shakes his head.
Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did.
He nods.
Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to.
Ooh.
It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught me. But she was too scared.
Who the hell were we before? Did we solve like a oppressive case or are we something else? Who was Harry before in the past? Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Maybe in the fishing village.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al.
He gives
And
a
we
sharp
won't
work.
either.
She's not really
The man stares into his
party
spear.
candidate anymore, is she?
Candidate, huh?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast. Past the waterlogged.
He nods softly.
She's not here. So, I'm thinking she's there.
Makes sense.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
You're all here. Who's out looking?
Lizzie needed some air.
Checks. So she didn't go to tell Everard.
No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
It's called a radio, I believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out.
Yeah.
She has her own plan.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there.
Lieutenant takes a quick
One more
nap.
question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Do you know what she's doing with lawn frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea.
He looks around.
Boys?
She said she's building
His voice is very quiet.
a pale emitter.
Pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
Yeah.
There you have it. Pale something.
Titus puts an end to it. It's not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
He puts his hand out. You know what? He's corroborated. Shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material.
He doesn't like cops. Just think it.
No, he already is a sergeant. That's what you're feeling. He just wasn't sure what you are.
Well then, now that we've investigated that, now that we've gotten so much shit. Holy fuck, we've gotten so much, my god. Alright, now I want to go back to the window, check that out real quick. And oh my god, it's been 2 hours and we haven't left this one fucking building. we just haven't because, oh, there's just so much shit. This one fucking building, one single hotel building. Haven't left it at all. But I think it's time for us to get to work here. Alright. Let's go ahead and investigate that window real quick and oh yeah, change camera. Actually, before we do anything else, let me put on my fancy glasses. Here we go. Actually, maybe I should take off this hat real quick. Dick Mullen. Yeah, go with good old-fashioned Dick Mullen. Dick Mullen is always goddamn good here, baby. Ask about Ruby, find the armored gloves. Yep, just whole bunch of stuff. Damn. We got so much shit here. Alright, let's go. Check out the window, check out the rest of the crime scene, and see what we got here. Alright.
This window is pristine on the inside.
Alright, what happened here?
Unlike the one next to it. Golden light melts away into the blue,
shit.
glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back, It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Let's have a look at point A, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
Fair. So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%. With a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? A closer point.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Fair enough. Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely.
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Okay, let's look at point B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training.
Yeah.
At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
If it's a mercenary, they could have done it. Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Let's have a look at point B, the islet.
1 kilometer away. A point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer.
Yeah.
The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Land's End, B triple prime, the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought.
He remarks
Are
there's
those
an
the
elbow.
locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the... much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
Yeah.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version.
Yeah.
It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Could be, but we still don't know what exactly we're dealing with, who we're dealing with, actually. So. Alright. Window, armor piece, gloves, pissing competition. Dead bodies done. Track down your badge. Put the clothes in the trash. You know what? One last thing before we do anything else, since I want to wrap up here, since we've gotten to 2 hours, because we've got a lot of shit done. A lot of shit done. Really good shit done, though. I love it. Alright. Let's put on my better glasses here. Alright. Let's go on down here. Still don't know who the hell this guy is, or what the hell he's doing here, except just to inspect me. I want to ask Kuno about the damn clothes, and we could probably guess who it is by this point. Maybe Survey, maybe possibly Ruby as well, but we'll go ask by this point, since we have nothing else to do. Wonder what the hell Kuno is even doing back here now. Is he just hanging out? No, yeah, he's just hanging out.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Doesn't know. Alright, more questions about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
Dead man's clothes were in the trash container. Points to the container. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. Could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen!
Stops you.
Kuno doesn't care about this small time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing.
Points
Your
to his pants.
size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
Oh wait, oh wait. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that you took away. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Yeah, it's called being fucking Pharaoh, Kim. And, I don't know, this kid is... No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating. I already have pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
Let's see here. Okay. Well.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno
Anything?
doesn't give a shit.
Actually,
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
I was wondering about that trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
Yeah. Got a very strong hunch or something important's in it. Something I'm yet to find.
Fuck does Kuno care about your hunch? That's your shit. You figured it out.
Alright,
Yeah,
Kuno.
whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. How many times are you
Kuno
gonna
doesn't fucking care.
spit, Kuno? Real fucking helpful, Kuno. Real fucking helpful. Well then. I say we have done quite a fucking fine job for today, folks. Which I'm going to end things here. And yes, we did spend an entire episode only whirling wags, but by God, we got so much shit out of it. We've completely changed the crime of it isn't a hanging, it was a shooting, and that we gotta find where Ruby is, the head of a drug trafficking in Martinez, who was friends with Tommy, who seemed trouble. Probably by us, more than likely. But why is that? Why specifically us? Not the RCM, but us specifically. It's all quite interesting. I'm excited. This shit is getting deeper and deeper than we know. And next episode, we're going straight to the fishing village, since there's really nowhere else to go at this point. So I'm excited about that, and I can't wait to see more. I really cannot wait to see more of this game. This game's so goddamn good. This game's so good. I can already see why this won best narrative game back in 2019. I can absolutely see it, because this is fantastically written. It's so interesting. Even the most mundane things, they somehow are able to write it so interesting. I love it. I hope you guys have been enjoying it as well as I go through this web of lies and conspiracy of relationships here and there, of murder, of corporate espionage, of many different things. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this type of video, hit that subscribe button. If you liked it, hit the like button. When time is in, put it down in the comments below. Check out the Discord server I own it, or my church, check the description below. And yeah, it's been Voidlego. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!